And today we're going to be talking about skin, nutrition, and your skin.
No, it's one topic that is very important to us. I don't know about guys, but for women, you know, your skin, your hair, your nails are everything.
Yeah.
And we'll pay a fortune to have.
I don't know about hair and I don't know about hair and nails, but skin is a big deal to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm glad. No, you have a fine skin.
Yeah.
You do, you do.
No,
I mean, you got it, you got it. You know, but I think it's very, very necessary because people are taking in all kinds of medication, you know, some we know about, some we don't really know, but when it comes to anything that will give you a beautiful skin, women will pay a dime or, you know, pay a fortune for this. But I'm sure that there should be other ways, not too expensive, that we can achieve this. Akosia is here, and as always, she lets us know easy ways we can achieve so much. Akosia, nutrition and skin. Happy New Year.
Many happy returns to you.
Yeah, it's good to have you here with us.
Yeah.
I one of the things that occurred to me when I looking at this topic was the fact that when we think of skin, we think of topical.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, because it's
Cosmetics.
on top,
Yeah.
and it's like, what can we do? What can we apply
and
to
all
make
that.
it look, you know? But I'm sure it's a lot more than that because it's an organ.
Yep.
Which means that it's related to our diet.
The largest.
Yeah, it's the largest organ. Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
you know, so what can we do with our food that has been affecting us negatively, and what should we do to affect us positively?
Okay, so when it comes to the skin, just like Frima said and yourself, a lot of research has been done.
Okay.
And one of them, obviously from our side, we need to be investing more into our research here because we have the finest of foods. We have a lot of good foods around, but we always have to depend on those outside for some of these research findings that we need. So you making sure that you are eating clean,
Okay.
eating a healthy meal, and then you making sure you are exercising.
Okay.
And keeping your body hydrated. So for the purpose of this conversation, if you don't even get anything, eating healthy or a balanced meal. Once it's balanced, it's clean. It could be Mediterranean friendly. It could be everything we speak or talk about as far as balanced diet is concerned, meaning you have the staples, you have the animal protein, you have the fruits and vegetables, you have the essential fats. We make fat look like it's very evil, but engaging in the healthy fats or the right fats can help also as far as you making sure your skin is properly taken care of and you staying hydrated. For the average person, 8 glasses or 4 of the sachet waters is okay for your daily meals. As stipulated by the World Health Organization. If you're a lactating mother or a pregnant woman, lactating, I'm really much concerned about it because they want to do white and go for Thanksgiving. You have to glow. So you need to one way of making sure you have that glow after childbirth is to make sure you are constantly hydrated. And for them, they need 12 glasses of day. So glasses of water per day. So if you are pregnant, if you are lactating, 12 is equivalent to 6 of the sachet.
Right. So you've mentioned eating well, you know, but are there specifics? So for instance, I know that if I'm eating carrots, if I'm eating, drinking proper milk, if I'm doing this, what exactly, you know, do we have to go for?
Quickly, we'll go to the foods good for the skin. The first one, a healthy diet. I've spoken about that. The second one, probiotic rich foods. Now, there are some cheese, not every cheese. Ghana one is popular. I was laughing when I was putting my nose together. It's always have that animal with that ring. That's all we have. But we have cheddar cheese. Cheddar is very good as far as probiotic is concerned. Cheddar is good. We have the Gouda. Obviously difficult to find, but this segment we don't have just local people watching. Gouda is there, and then we have the mozzarella. Cheese also. Mozzarella cheese.
Mozzarella. That's usually what we have on the pizza. So you can have that, but cheddar is more easier to find, so you can do with the cheddar cheese. If you are taking that, you are helping yourself as far as your probiotic needs are concerned. Now, Greek yogurt.
very, very good as far as probiotics are concerned to help you. We have some foods like vitamin D rich foods, and vitamin D is quite tricky, so I would need you to pay attention here.
Okay.
Now, vitamin D is needed for proper absorption of calcium. Calcium is very good, but if you don't do it well, it could be the reason for the patches and the pigmentations you have.
Okay.
Because when calcium heavily sits in the milk, now, if absorption is not aided or is not done properly, just as when we are talking about blood, we say that iron, folate rich foods, you need enhancers like vitamin C, oranges to make absorption easier. You need vitamin D to make absorption of calcium easier, so that everything can be done well. It's just like you mixing something. If it's not properly done, you don't get what. So that can, because dairy foods are part of the foods to avoid or be careful about if you want a flawless skin.
So I'm drinking milk every day.
Yes, you are like me. But like I said, if we are doing that, it means that we need to get the greater source of vitamin C, which is sunlight. It is hitting me.
Yeah.
So it means that if you are somebody like me who enjoys your cereals or your breakfast meals, there are people who want to go the banku, the wache. I can't do that. I go low with the breakfast meal. So if I am doing dairy products, it means that I have to get the first class vitamin D I need. That is sunlight. So apart from sunlight, seafoods like salmon. Very great. And then egg yolk.
So this egg yolk, you know, sometimes you don't know whether to eat it.
Yes, it's been a conversation here weeks ago. It's good. You know, our problem isn't, like I said, if you should pick a typical food eaten in Ghana here, if we were eating like we have to eat, we wouldn't have been having the diabetes and all the issues we have here. But a typical person, Frema, can afford to buy 2 crates of eggs for the week if she has to, and so once they are there, I have to eat it. My brother can crush 3 eggs, 4 eggs, and I'm like, are you all right?
It's called chibum.
What?
Thank you. Yes, that's what it is.
Your body would use what it has to use. The others will hurt you. Don't look at Frema and think that Frema is lucky because she has this body type. But don't listen to her chibum. You don't need a lot of the cholesterol. You need the egg yolk. But then it should be in moderation. So eating those will help you. And then we have foods like the Mediterranean style diet. Now the Mediterranean diet will focus on seafoods. I've mentioned salmon. We have herons or amane. So when you go to the villages, when you go to the north, people there, Sandema people, my father's people, they have this flawless skin. And you go like, people are in Accra, Kumasi, investing a lot into their skins, but still don't get what they have. They are eating good. They are eating well. Making sure you have a lot of greens in your meals. Poultry, red meat, and I'm doing amane. And I'm giving my skin something good. It helps. Mackerel, sardine, they are all good as far as omega-3 is also concerned. Now, when it comes to foods bad for your skin, between omega-3 and 6, you should do more of the 3 as compared to the 6. Too much of the 6 can also be a problem. That is for nutrition. We'll get there to the bad foods. So antioxidant rich foods. It's interesting, 8 key nutrients needed for our immunity. Within the 8 key nutrients, 5 of them will help you as far as your skin health is concerned. So if you are paying attention to your vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, your iron, your folate, your selenium, and your zinc intake for the 8 needed the whole world for our immunity, 5 of them will be servicing your skin
as well.
And the 5 zinc, vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E. And vitamin E, most of these, aside you having a healthy or balanced meal, like I mentioned, the 4-star diet staples, the animal protein, like I mentioned, will make sure you have a good amount of these nutrients. And the vitamin D, if you can't have the sunlight exposure, I've spoken about some of the foods that will help you as far as your vitamin D needs are concerned.
Let's quickly talk about foods that we should avoid.
So the foods you have to avoid, refined grains and sugars. So there are people who enjoy a lot of soda. They call one something on ice. Dark
on rocks.
Yes, you want to enjoy that. They are very bad for your skin. come to think of it, sometimes when you are even ovulating as a woman, certain foods you are eating can end up bringing these pimples and all over your face, acne and what have you. They have everything to do with what you are eating. So for the dairy folks like myself, you need to really watch it, because when calcium absorption is not properly done, it's going to affect your skin or the quality of your skin. Now, the second one has to do with dairy products, like mentioned. So I will even recommend that you do the healthiest options when it comes to dairy. And I always say that it's not because I am with CT, that's why I talk about the Creamy Plus. I love the fact that it doesn't come with animal fat. It comes with vegetable fat, because we are preaching that way. We have to be eating green and making sure we are giving our bodies every nutrient we need. Now, fast foods. They give you a bucket of chicken, breaded chicken with a lot of spices and the monosodium, all the monosodium glutamate dancing around it, and then they give you that thing on ice, and then they add the chips, salt, sugar. There is a need for more. That's why they do that combination for you, because you wouldn't believe that the three of us can finish a big bucket of chicken.
We can.
And chips. But if it were to be, let's say, a boom with brode and pesi, it would have been difficult, but the salt from the chips and the breaded chicken, together with the sugar, there is a need. There's
a craving.
It increases the craving. So by the time you realize we finished this bucket of chicken, because there is a craving for more. So fast foods, we should do away with it. Just try to cook something home. I know it's difficult, but if you have a restaurant or a place you can trust that they are giving you something good for your health, why not? And then if you have food sensitivity, now, a lot of people don't listen to themselves. Yesterday, somebody was complaining about her child to me. I asked, have you tested for G6PD in the boy? Because omega-6 heavily sits in soya bean. But if you are somebody with G6PD trying to also work on your skin, already the soya bean is something that you don't even have to go to if you are full defect for G6PD. And here you are, aside the fact that you can be leading yourself towards hemolysis, that is the worst case that can happen in people with G6PD who have done what they are not supposed to do. You're also going to worry your skin as far as the quality and health of your skin is concerned. So too much of omega-6 fatty acid foods too, and they heavily sit in nuts and seeds.
All right. Akosua, I'm sure people are watching now and they want to hear a lot more from you. How can they reach you?
Okay, so you can follow or send messages via DM on Instagram at The Nutritionist Akosua, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Nutritionist Akosua, and you can WhatsApp me on 0243 350206.
Super.